Aodhán King, Benjamin William Hastings. I'm Jennifer Vickery Smith. So glad to be with you today. Guys, congratulations on the forthcoming project.
Thank you.
So if the project is anything like the lead off Hollow Grave, I'm so pumped. The song is amazing. It's a jam.
Let my soul arise, let my heart awake, let these empty lungs overflow with praise. I found all the life I need in a hollow grave.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, I can't wait to dig in to talk more about the project too, but tell me about that song a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that song, that was one of the only songs that we had leading into the week. So we obviously made this record in 10 days. And we had that idea.
Yeah, just the idea though.
Yeah. I mean, the concept was I remember that concept.
The concept and we had the melodies.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, you go.
You're doing great.
I reckon you're doing great. Go.
I think that we knew that was something we wanted to bring up in the album. It just always felt like it had like a real joy and like lightness to it. And so as we started playing it with the band though, it kind of came alive in a whole other way.
We never, I didn't think about it ever being the song that we'd lead the whole process with, but it was definitely the song that brought so much like joy to the room when we were there. And I think as well, like my hope when we went into the week was I want to create songs that we can sing in church and songs that church and worship leaders would grab onto. And that is the song I'd put first on the set.
100%.
And so it felt like the obvious choice to go with that.
Yeah, and I feel like it has like lots of, it kind of incorporates a lot of the different flavors of the album. It's got like, it's got like a little bit of everything in it. And we just had so much fun making it and singing it.
Yeah, as great as the lyrics are and the depth of them, but then you kind of got the juxtaposition to the fun. I mean, I think I hear gang vocals on there, which
think you do.
The projection of this song, I think, is where it really shines, honestly. I mean, you knew you had a great song, but tell me about that process. And are those real gang vocals?
They're real. Yeah, in a world of Suno, those are real. We rallied everybody who was in the studio. Anyone who was there, who was a human, was in the room recording a vocal for that song. Yeah, forced.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was It was the Rowdy.
Yeah, Rowdy
vocals. We actually did a version where we kind of edited them a little bit and made them sound a bit like more, I don't know, like choiry.
Yeah.
And it kind of took away the charm of the song. And the mix guy was like, really? Like you want like this guy going,
somebody's going, hello.
Yeah. That's me.
Is that you?
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like that's kind of part of the fun and the charm of it.
Yeah. So you just said that it's kind of like a great preview, almost a sneak peek to what we can expect from the project. Now, until I sat here today, I have no idea what the project's called, but I heard you're going to reveal that to us right now.
We are.
Okay.
We are.
It's kind of how we feel about being here right now.
Yeah, we
are so happy to be here.
Is that the title?
Yeah.
Happy to be here. Okay, now let's go back. Let's backtrack, because what's crazy about this album, and you have to understand, this is just not how the music business works at all. 17 songs, 10 days. I mean, what a lofty goal. Were you guys crazy at the time? Or, I mean, how did this happen?
A little crazy. Like,
yeah, you got to be.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. We definitely didn't set out to make 17. And I think we just went in. I mean, it was definitely inspired by what you did with Abby. I don't know if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, last year I did a record in 6 days with Abby Gamboa, who's incredible. And that week we were like, well, let's go into the studio for 6 days together. We'd never worked together, Abby and I. And we'll do 4 songs. And we went in, and I think there's something about like going into a studio with nothing. And we had like a strict no idea policy before we come in. Like we're going to go in, we're kind of just meeting each other for the first time. And let's just see what happens. And we did 10 songs then, which is crazy. Because I just think when you open up the space and you have faith, like you have 6 days to get something. I think God kind of shows up. But then I think we've been best friends for years. And so we've collaborated for the last 15 or so years. So we were like, let's do something. Yeah. And let's do it the same way. We both have busy schedules. You live here. I live in LA. Like, what are the days that work? It's these 10 days that work for us. And it was like, let's just do it.
And it kind of just, from that moment, it felt like everything just kind of came together. Like pretty much from when we decided to do it, there was a specific studio we wanted to work in, Gold Pacific, here in town, which is like our friend Dan, we knew him from California, he's opened it. But I mean, the place is like, had the biggest artists in the world in it, and it's perpetually booked. And we just texted him and said, like, what are the chances you've got these like 10 days free? And he was like, I think they're 2 weeks.
Well, 2 or 3 weeks before.
Oh yeah, like right before it. And he was like, I think they're the only 10 days I have like all year.
Oh, wow.
And so that was like the start of, I think, a series of like, we were talking before, like God kind of moments.
Yes.
The God winks that definitely ran all the way through it. And it really felt like right from the start. Like we wrote a song on the first night that called Waiting to See What God Does, that I think kind of just like ended up accidentally kind of summarizing how the week felt. And yeah, it actually was so, I don't mean easy in the sense that we did like 15-hour days average, I think. Like there was one day we did like 19 hours apparently in this thing.
Tried to squeeze 2 days in one.
Yeah.
Is there something though about getting into a creative flow though that like, okay, we're in it, we're in the middle of it, let's just keep going, and it landed at 17 songs?
100%.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm convinced, to be honest, I don't know, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm convinced that like it's the greatest way to work. Because
Really?
I have a natural tendency to overthink everything. I think most creatives do. Like you end up wanting to like fix a song over and over and over again. And this process eliminates all of that. Like you can't bring the editor into the room. You've kind of just got to go in there and just like see what happens. There's a reliance on God. There's a reliance on one another. Like you really have to trust one another. That's
true.
Like if you're like, this is a good idea and I maybe don't like it, or vice versa, it's like, we don't have time to be like, no, I'm like, I trust that if you like this, then it's going to be good.
Yeah.
And you kind of do that with everybody. And so the process, I feel like is a really humbling process, because you kind of just, if there's ego in the room, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, I don't know. For me, I would do it over and over again.
It was awesome.
Tell me about Hollow Grave really being conceptualized in a doghouse / studio. I mean, there's something to this, right?
Yeah. That was back when I lived in California still. And we were in this house kind of out in the mountains, and we were renting it, and it came with this like just kind of oversized doghouse. But when I say oversized for a doghouse, undersized for a human.
Wide as
like,
we are from each other right now.
Okay, so I could walk into it like it was
almost stand. You could stand in the middle, right?
Maybe, yeah.
But like not even like a foot to the
This is how
side.
close we're sitting.
Yes,
Riding.
literally. We have photos of it.
Thank goodness you're good friends, right?
And we were just in there, no air conditioning. I was running cables from the garage, like so that we could have power. But it just kind of became the studio for that kind of period of time. And yeah, one day Aiden was over, Ben Tan, and our friend Ben Fielding was over from Australia. And we ended up kind of just accidentally jamming on this. And the concept just somehow kind of came out in this. I mean, it was the middle of summer, right? We were like sweating in this little doghouse.
Delirious.
The mandolin line definitely kind of sent us on a trajectory. And yeah, I think at the time we knew it's not the time to finish this. And then we just left it in that exact form. Whatever we had in the doghouse that day was what we pulled into the studio. And we're just like, we should look at that thing, see if it's good. And then
so good.
Ended up,
Yeah, it ended up being the lead off song. Yeah. So cool. Before we wrap, I just want to hear a little bit about this bond, this friendship that you guys have. How long have you guys known each other for? And it almost sounds like this project is overdue.
Extremely overdue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do it every year.
Yeah, we should. It could be a thing.
I mean, it only took you 10 days. Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we just discovered literally like 40 minutes ago that we met 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Probably around this time, honestly.
Yeah. Should we tell that story?
Yeah, we should.
You started it.
I'll start it. Okay,
great.
we practiced this story before.
So glad.
No, we met in unusual circumstances. So the fact that we're friends that's a God thing.
Yeah.
But no, we were both dating girls who were roommates in an apartment at the time.
Yes.
Oh, I'm loving this story. Tell me more.
And so I had lunch with my girlfriend, and I got called into work. I used to wash dishes, and it was the middle of summer, so I'm ready to go to the beach, and I get this call like, "Hey, can you come to work?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm in swimwear." I'm like, okay, I need to find pants. So I'm like talking to my girlfriend. She's like, "Oh, let me ask my roommate. I think she has a boyfriend who lives in my building. Maybe you can just borrow some from him." So she's like, "Hey, yeah, my boyfriend lives upstairs in this building. Just go knock on his door and he'll give you some pants." I'm like, "Okay." I didn't know that it was you. I had no idea she even had a boyfriend. So I'm like, "Okay." So I go upstairs and knock on the door, and then he answers, and I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm Aodhán." He's like, "I'm Ben." I'm like, "Can I borrow some pants?" And
no context.
No context. I didn't know who he was.
You didn't know who he was at all.
I didn't know he was coming. was just a random dude showing up at the door asking for pants.
Yeah. And so I was led into his room where there was a mountain about this high.
Yeah.
And he said, pick a pair of pants.
Where I just arrived, so I just tipped my suitcase on
You
the
just
floor
moved
as
to
like
Australia. You just moved to Australia.
I just moved to Australia. I was 19, dumb college kid, and I just tipped the suitcase out on the floor, and Aiden just kind of shoveled through the pile of pants, and he
That's
actually picked
hilarious.
a red pair
Just picked a red
that I
pair.
think like the color of your hat,
Really? Like bright red?
bright skinny red pants.
Yeah.
I never got them back.
Like skinny jeans?
Yeah, there was skinny jeans.
And they're skinny jeans. I never got them back.
Yeah.
Never got them back. That was how we met.
That's how we met.
That's a great story.
And then we did a lot. We at
Yeah.
Hillsong and stuff, like we would write a lot of songs together, and we were always we were like best friends, so we just write all the time together. And so, but doing a project together was something we've talked about for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad we did it. It was solidified actually maybe Christmas Day. Should we tell that story or is it's a sad story?
I mean, you can.
Okay, never mind. Well, long story short, you don't have to use this if you don't want. We Christmas Day, which is his birthday, we were at my house. He came over and we decided to go out at the lake, do some fishing. And my little boy had lost a remote control boat under like somewhere out in the lake. So Aiden and my brother are his godfathers. So they decided to take it upon themselves to go fetch this boat. They took a canoe out and they're sailing.
5 p.m. Christmas night's cold. It's dark.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they end up capsizing the boat, which
This is the video of you drowning
There we
almost.
go.
I'm
Yeah,
there with
you
you.
know.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
which was initially it was very funny when it happened
super funny, very cold.
until I realized, oh no, he
Actually
actually
in
might
trouble.
be drowning.
It was
And then,
insane. I was like, wow. Like I've always been like, how do you drown? Like, but then I was like, okay, you just can't swim in full clothes. Like I had UGG boots on, and so
Yeah,
I
he was
started
being
sinking.
anchored
I
down.
could not, and I couldn't get them off. They like suction to my foot. So I'm like trying to kick them off, and I literally can't get them off. And then I'm like,
and that was actually scary.
it was scary. And then
But then we was fine. We pulled him from the depths and
Did you get the boat?
the boat in the gone.
the little boat. No, the remote control
Everything's
boat gone. We lost an oar.
We
I think.
we lost an all.
Lost some Uggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Were you ever able to wash
Nah.
them?
Oh yeah.
You washed them.
I revived them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, and so I mean, where were you going with that? Because how does that describe that we did? It was
Well, it was like that was like around the time that we really started being like, should we do this year?
Yeah,
I think it was that night.
and I was like, yeah.
You're like, yeah.
But now with this second win on life, I'm doing it.
I've just been given a second life. Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, congratulations on the album.
Thank
I'm so
you.
excited. When is Happy to Be Here coming out?
May 29.
Thank you.
There we
That's
go.
right,
May 29th. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, this is hot off the press. It's really brand new news, right?
Oh, it
New
is.
news.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
We got told that it was May 29 an hour ago.
we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, May 29th.
we
You
go.
heard it right here. Happy to be here. Aiden King, Benjamin William Hastings. For now, though, go play on repeat Hollow Grave. It's so, so good.